machine, you can stay in my live stream and we can talk with each other. And look at these patterns on our desk. These beautiful special patterns are all weaved by our knitting machine, and it's very convenient and efficient to weave anything you want. If you have this machine, you can spend more time on your creativity, and you can knit more and wait less. Today we are going to show you another different lovely patterns about animals. They are monkey and little bear. And there are a lot of friends in my live stream yesterday told me that they love little bears and want us to weave patterns about lovely bears in my live stream, right? So today we are going to show you how to weave little bear in my live stream, and we will show you how to design the pattern cards. Look at this one, this pattern cards, and this pattern, can you see clear in what is in this pattern? And it is a lovely little monkey, right? Can you see it? So today we are going to show you how to weave the little monkey and the lovely bear in the fabrics. And there is also a interesting activity, is that if you want to know more details about knitting or knitting machine, you can contact us. And if you ask our question about knitting machine, we will send you the picture that we have drawn in this pattern cards, and we will show the patterns of this picture to you, so that you can learn how to operate knitting machines to weave the patterns like us. Thank you very much for your gift, my friend. And it takes you just a few moments that you can weave a fabric like this or like this on our desk. Any question about knitting or knitting machine are very welcome in my live stream. You can ask me any question about this machine, and I will answer. And I will answer you at any time. Sorry. Welcome to my live stream, my friend. It's nice to see you. This is a live stream. This is a live stream about knitting machine, and what we are doing now is operating this knitting machine and show you how to use this machine to make our fabrics or knitted projects. And in my live stream, we will show you different interesting patterns like this on the desk. And you will ask me that what the functions of these patterns, right? If you can design the patterns like this on the desk on this knitting machine, then you will use these patterns. You will use these patterns to weave a lot of kind of knitted projects, such as sweaters, scarves, and blankets, bags, and so on, maybe socks. So if you love knitting, or if you are a designer about knitting, and you want to spend more energy and time on creating more interesting projects, I think you need a machine like this, because it can save you a lot of time to put your creativity and attention on the designing, right? And the knitting machine is, that sounds fun. Yeah, it's very interesting. And I think make using the knitting machine to create your knitted projects is like artist drawing in the paper. But there is a little difference between you and artist, is that artists usually use brushes, right, and paper, but you use the knitting machine and the different colors of yarn to create your picture. Today we will continue to show you how to weave the picture. And if you are interested in our painting, or if you are interested in our painter cards and the painters, you can contact us and ask me any question about our knitting machine. Hi, thank you very much for your gift, my friend. How are you? And this is a live stream about knitting machine. This is our brand of knitting machine. And this model of knitting machine is the most popular star. Look at this needle bed. The material of this needle bed is silver, and it is very stable. And the machine head, this is the main machine head, and it is very smooth to push and pull this machine head on the needle bed. And this is the needle bed. Look at this material. It's very stable. Thank you very much. What we are doing now is weaving a lovely picture, little bell on the fabrics. It just takes us a very few time to create these patterns. So let us witness the birth of little bells, okay? Hi, welcome to my live stream. Hello. And this is the pattern cards. If you have the pattern cards, and you will have all of the world, because every pictures you like can make on these little cards, and then you can use the little cards to weave the pictures, and this picture will be your sweaters, scarves, and so many knitted projects. And it will also save you a lot of time. Even you have no experience about knitting, you can use this knitting machine and to create the projects you like. And you can you can weave the project for your friends or for your family members. Look how smooth it is, right? Okay, we have finished. Wow, look at these little bells. Can you see how lovely it is? It just takes us I think a few minutes that we have with these lovely bells, and you can use these patterns to continue to make your sweaters and so on. Okay, now we have to close the edge of our patterns. And look at this one. This is a yarn feeder. When you start your working, and you just send the yarns in the yarn feeder and clog the feeder, then you can start your weaving. It's very convenient. And in this style, look at this one, and there is 5 positions, and every position means different patterns you can weave. You just twist the button, and then you can start any patterns you want to weave. And this is the density dial, and you can also adjust this style to suit your thickness of yarns. And this is a yarn guide. Look at this one. Look at this one. This is a yarn guide. Hi. This is a yarn guide, and this tool's function is that it can support our yarn to weave smoothly, and also you can change the colors of yarns by using this yarn guide. And usually you can use about at most 6 colors of yarns at the same time to weave your projects. And look at this. Look at this action. This action is closing the edge of yarns. So if you finished your fabrics, and the end of action is this, and you can use the tools to close the edge of your yarns. Okay. Look at this picture. This is a little bell. Can you see? And usually we draw the painting like this, and then use the hole. Use this and to make the hole on the pattern card. And when you finishing this card, you just send the card in this card reader in the middle of our machine. This one. Thank you very much for your gift. And we will show you how to make another picture. The little monkey. Can you see this picture? The little monkey. And the next step, we will show you how to weave the little monkey on our knitting machine. So stay here, take a look. And if you want to ask me a question about this knitting machine, feel free to send your message in my live stream. Okay, let me show you this pattern. This pattern, look at this little bell, and we use these pattern cards to weave this pattern. This one. So if you want to make a lovely picture like this, you just need a pattern card like this, and draw the painting you like on this pattern cards, and a needle bed, and 2 colors of yarns. And the 2 colors of yarns. So in a few minutes, you can finish these patterns like this. And if you want to this pattern become more bigger, you can count the number of the stitch you want. And then you can finish abundant of various kinds of projects. And I want to show you the stitches, our patterns. Look at these stitches. The stitches is very flat and smooth, right? And yesterday we have also make a very lovely patterns. Look at this pineapple. This is one of my friend, Alex. He asked me that he love pineapple and he want to see the pineapple patterns weaving on the knitting machine. So we planned an action that with the pineapple pattern for him, and he loved this pattern very much. If Alex have come into my live stream and contact me, I will show you the patterns of pineapple, and you can practice how to weave these patterns on your own knitting machine, okay? So my friends, if you want the patterns like us, you can contact us and ask me the question of knitting machine, or show your knitted projects, and I will send you patterns like this on the desk. Look at this one. They are all very special, right? So contact me and show your projects, or ask me some question about knitting machine. I will send the pattern cards, the picture of satin cards as PDF for you. So if you are interested in the knitting machine, contact me, okay? If you have any question, or if you want to take the knitting machine home, or if you are considering about whether bring a knitting machine for yourself or for your family members who love knitting, you can also contact me and ask me some question or more details about this machine, okay? Hello. Oh, hi. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Hi, my friend. Let me see what question. Can you use all kinds and types of yarn and streams on that machine? Okay, if you want to see the types of yarn, you can tell me. And what kind of yarns you want to see to weave on our knitting machine, okay? Okay, if you are curious about knitting machine, you can take part in our activity. And if you ask me question, if you contact me, ask my question about knitting machine, or if you are also a knitting enthusiast, or if you are curious about our knitting machine, you can show your projects and send the message to me or email to me, okay? And we will give you some patterns like this. Look at these pattern cards, and we will provide the pattern cards for you. If you want our knitting machine, or if you love the patterns we show you in my live stream, you can contact me. You can contact me and ask me the question. Or if you also have a knitting machine like this, you can also show me the knitted projects that you have finished, and we will give you the pattern cards like this to you. Hi, welcome to my live stream. If you are considering bringing the knitting machine home, or if you are curious about knitting machine, or if you already have a knitting machine like this, please feel free to contact me and search this information. And you can contact me through this machine, and you can see more details about our knitting machine through this information. Okay, you can take a screenshot and save it, so don't miss it, okay? You can contact me and send a message to me, okay? Share your project to me, or ask some question about knitting machine or knitting to me, and I will answer your question. Take a screenshot, and I'm looking forward to your message, okay? If you show your projects that you have made by your knitting machine, we will give you the pattern cards as PDF for you as a gift. At most 5 different pattern cards. Types like cotton, wool, skills, and as well. Okay, the materials of the yarns that you mentioned, and I got it, and we will show you the different kind of yarns that you want to see in my live stream. So keep following my live stream, okay, my friend? And in my live stream, I will show you the types of yarns you like, and use these materials of yarns to make different patterns and projects, okay? And today's the materials of the yarn that I show you is the wool. Is the wool that you want to see. And look at this one. This one. Today the material of yarn that we use is the wool. Look at this wool. And I can show you the thickness of the wool. Sorry, wait a minute. Let me show you the materials of the wool. Okay, look at this wool. The material that we show in our live stream is the wool. And today we use the material of the wool to 7, and it is 7, and the thickness of the wool is 7. So we use this worm to weave the patterns for you. Let's take a look and how the machine handle this material of the yarn. Okay. And later in my live stream, we will show you more different materials of yarn on this knitting machine. This knitting machine is very clever, and it can handle a lot of different kind of yarns perfectly. And this pattern we use 2 different color of yarns, and this is the yarn feeder on our machine head. This is the main machine head, and we use 2 different colors yarns to this yarn feeder, and clock the bottom and start our weaving. The operation is very easy to learn. Keep following us, and we will show you how to operate our knitting machine, and we will also update a lot of teaching videos so that you can learn a lot of interesting creativity projects. If you have already owned a knitting machine like this, you can also follow us, and we can talk with each other about knitting skills, and we can share different interesting knitted projects with each other like friends. And you can send a message to me for more details or share the knitted projects you have finished, okay? If you are considering about bringing knitting machine home, or if you want to speed up your create activities, you can search the information and contact us, okay? If you contact me by this information and show your projects or share your experience about knitting or share your projects to me, or you can ask me, and also you can ask me a lot of questions about knitting and the knitting machine, and you can search this information and contact me. I will give you several pattern cards like these patterns on our desk, and I will I will give the pattern cards as a gift to you, like friends. So take a screenshot and save it. Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Thank you very much for your gift. Thank you very much for support my live stream, and thank you very much for loving our knitting machine. And now we are starting our second patterns today. And this picture is about another animal, a little monkey. Okay, let me show you the look at this beautiful color. Look at this beautiful color. Let's take a close look at this pattern. It's very cool, and if you go into with the pattern, you can see the whole pictures. So give it a little passion. Hi. Oh, let me see. Sorry, I don't have knowledge of computer internet stuff. Okay, you don't have knowledge of computer. Do you have friend? Do you have a friend around you, my friend? Do you have friend who know the knowledge of computer internet? Oh, do you have email? Do you have email? If you have email, you can send a message to me. If you know email, or if you have an email, you can send a message to me, my friend. Oh, don't worry, you just keep following our channel and see our videos about knitting machine. And you can see our video that you love, okay? That's not a question. Or you can stay in my live stream at about the same time every day and chat with me as a friend. Or you can tell me what pattern you love and you want to see, and you can send message in my live stream. We can show you how to operate the pictures you like in my live stream, okay? Just the two, but they have very busy lives. I can text. Okay, if you can text, you can contact me. You can contact me through this one. If you can text, you can contact me through this information. And you can ask any question about the knitting machine or knitting you want to know. And I will answer you, okay? Hi, my friend. If you can text, you can text me by this information, okay? And I will answer you like friend. Hi, welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. Look at this one. And our knitting machine is very clever and convenient. It can save you a lot of time to weave a knitted project, such as sweaters, scarf, socks, blankets, and bags, and so on. If you love knitting or if you are curious about knitting machine, you can keep following us and stay in our live stream to see how to operate this clever knitting machine. And then finally weave a lot of beautiful patterns for yourself. If you are curious about our knitting machine, okay, my friend, if you want to know the information about this knitting machine, you can click this. You can click this information. Okay. If you want to know more detail about our knitting machine, my friend, you can text me. You can text me and I will tell you the question you ask me, okay? Because it is a little inconvenience in my live stream to tell you the question you want to know. Hello, welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much for your support. And look at this, and today I will show you the second pattern that And in order to show you different materials of yarns, the yarn is very special because it have very different colors. Look at this yarn, it's very special, and you can make this yarn and another color of yarn to make a sweater like this, and with any patterns you like. And this blue is very suitable for boys or for summer or for women t-shirt. It's very unique, right? Okay, it takes you just a few minutes that we have finished our second patterns. It's so fast, right? So if you have a knitting machine like this, it will save you a lot of time, and you just pull and push the machine head to weave your project. So you can weave more projects that use a little time. So compared with handmade, it will make you take more eyes on your creativity life. Hi, and now we are close the edge of our pattern. If you want to learn how to close the edge of a knitted project, you can see how to this action going on. So take a look at how to close the edge of our knitted project. My friend, are you still seeing my live stream? If you want to know more details, hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. And today we're going to show you how to operate this model of knitting machine, and to teach you how to weave beautiful patterns like this on the desk. And if you have the knitting machine, you can spend less time to weave more different kinds of knitted projects and design a lot of beautiful patterns. You can have fun about playing the pattern cards, because the model of knitting machine is very dependent on the pattern cards like this. If you have the pattern cards like this, knitting will become very easy, because you do not to count the stitches that you need, or you will not keep focus on the stitches and change the colors of yarns, and you will make less mistakes. You just pull and push the machine head on the needle bed like this, and then you can weave a lot of beautiful patterns. So compared with handmade, it will take you a little time to make more projects, but make little mistakes. Look at this color, and today this color of yarn is very special, like, right? You do not need to exchange the colors of yarn, that you just need one special color of this yarn, and then you can stitch a very colorful sweaters. And this is an example. This is an example that we make in my live stream, and to show you how beautiful, how colorful these fabrics. Hi, I'm very slow. Please show your dress again. Okay, wait a minute, my friend. I will show you again my address. Are you ready, my friend? Look at this information. You can copy this information, or you can take a screenshot and save it. If you have any question about our knitting machine, please contact me. Or you can visit this one to know more details about our knitting machine by yourself. Or you can send a message to me through this one. Can you finish? Are you finished, my friend? Okay, if you guys want to know more details about our knitting machine, you can find us through these two information. If you are also a knitting machine enthusiast, you can also email me and send your knitted projects to me, and I will, if I have your message, and if you contact me, ask me some question about knitting machine, and I will give you several pattern cards like this in my live stream as a gift, so that you can practice the pattern cards as you can in your life. Thank you, got it? Okay, you are welcome. I'm so happy to help you. If you want to know this knitting machine, feel free to send a message to me, okay? Hi, welcome to my live stream, my friend. Welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. Look at the knitting machine in front of you. Okay, let me show you what difference between it. Okay, let me introduce you the difference between handmade or needle knitting and machine knitting. As you can see, knitting machine is very fast. It can save you a lot of time. If you are a knitting enthusiast that love different kind of yarns, and if you have a lot of different kind of yarn, but you find that hand making is very slow and time consuming, then I suggest you that you need a knitting machine like this. It can help you consume your yarn very fast and make your yarn become a lot of knitted projects. Hand making will cost you a lot of time, right? But if you have a knitting machine like this, you will enjoy the journey of knitting. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. Hi, welcome to my live stream. welcome to my live stream, my friend. This is a live stream about knitting machine. Look at this one. And as you can see, our title of live stream, and you can know what brand of our knitting machine, right? And if you are curious, if you're curious about this brand of knitting machine, you can stay in my live stream and take a look. And in my live stream, we will show you how to operate this knitting machine to create different patterns, and we will also teach you how to use this one. We usually call it pattern cards. You can design the pictures you like or you want on this special white cards. It is specially designed for this model of knitting machine. And I guess that a lot of you in my live stream have already owned a knitting machine like this. If you already have a knitting machine, you can also stay here and keep following us, because we will update a lot of interesting videos about how to weave interesting and special knitting projects. And we can talk with each other about knitting skills. And you can also share your knitted projects to me by email. And I will show you my email. And I will show you my email, this one. If you want to ask me more details about our knitting machine, or if you contact me to share your knitted projects, I will give you several pattern cards like this in my live stream that we have weaved, and we will send a message as the PDF for you. So take part in our activity and contact me through this address, okay? Take a screenshot so that you can find me and don't miss me. If you want to bring a knitting machine like this at home, you can also click this one, and to find the information about our knitting machine by yourself. If you have any question, feel free to contact me by email, okay? Or you can also send a message in my account, just this one, green hat. And I will always stay here to answer the question of you. If you meet any difficulty about knitting machine weaving, you can also ask me, and we have a very professional team. We will give you professional suggestion and teach you how to operate and take care of your knitting machine. If you want to make further cooperation with us, you can also contact me and tell me where are you from, and maybe we will have a further cooperation, right? If you also love knitting machine, and if you want to send the knitting machine around the world, you can contact me, and I will give you more details about this knitting machine, okay? Hi, welcome to my live stream, my friend. Welcome to my live stream about silver reed knitting machine. This one, can you see it? The silver reed knitting machine. And what we are making is I'll show you how to operate our knitting machine to weave a lot of different kind of patterns. If you love our patterns in my live stream, and please send a message, or you can email to me, and you can talk with me. We will send you several pattern cards that you like in my live stream for free, okay? Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. If you have any question about our knitting machine, yes, this is a live stream about knitting machine. If you love knitting, or if you are considering about change your hand machine, if you are considering about change your handmade into machine knitting, you can stay here and take a look at our knitting machine. Look at this material. This is silver reed. A very convenient, efficient, stable, and you can use for a very long time if you take good care of this knitting machine. And if you have this knitting machine, you just need to this pattern cards, and then you will have very a band amount of patterns for your sweaters and many other knitted projects. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Hello. This is a live stream about sliver reed, and this model of knitting machine is SK280. And this model of knitting machine is a very convenient and efficient knitting machine. Even you have no experience about knitting, you can also learn to operate this knitting machine. And don't worry that you have no knowledge, you do not have knowledge about knitting. If you learn our step-by-step teaching videos, you will find that knitting machine is very easy to learn compared with handmade. Knitting machine will ask you a little knowledge of knitting. You just need to learn how to use the pattern cards like this. You just need to learn how to use these pattern cards, and then you can weave the different patterns like this by yourself, and then use these patterns on your sweaters, scarves, socks, and so on. So imagine that if you have the knitting machine like this at home, you can create a lot of different kinds of knitted projects for your friends or family members or your kids or your pets, right? And you will like an artist drawing on the paper, and you make the fabrics on the needle bed with different colors of yarns, right? You can also become a knitted expert by yourself. It's very cool. And you can also make this knitting machine to make a profit by yourself. So if you are a knitting designer, I think you need a machine like this, because you can learn how to operate this knitting machine, and then finally teach others how to use this knitting machine. And you can become a knitting expert and teach many other students, and make this knitting machine to make your knitted products in your shop, right? Because knitting machine is very time saving, and then you can focus your design on your life, in your life. This is our knitting machine SK280. You wait less time, but weaving more projects for yourself. If you want to know more details about our knitting machine, you can contact us. If you are also a knitting enthusiast, you can also send a message to me and buy this information. If you share your knitted project, whenever knitting machine or handmade, you can also share your projects by email me, and if I see your email, we will give our animals pattern cards as a PDF to you for free, okay? So please take part in our activity. And look at this lovely monkey. Now we have finished this lovely monkey. So as I introduced to you, if you have no experience about knitting, if you have no experience about knitting, don't worry. You just need to draw these pattern cards, and then weave the knitting machine like this. You can then finally create a beautiful pattern like this. So if you love these patterns that we show you in my live stream, please contact me. Please contact me by this information, and you can share your knitted projects to me, and I will send the pattern cards as a PDF for you. Okay? And look at the other pattern that we have finished yesterday. Look at the scarf. Look at the scarf. Look at the little bell. How lovely! And look at the lovely scarf. And the material of the patterns is wool. And the thickness is 7. Look at this beautiful pattern. So if you have these patterns, you can use it to make your sweaters, bags, blankets, and scarves maybe. And look at the 3 cats. Look at the 3 different lovely cats. It's so cute, right? And I think this pattern is also very suitable for sweaters and bags. So we make these 2 patterns yesterday just about 1 hour. You can make these patterns just 1 hour. It's so cool and it's very fast, right? So if you have the knitting machine like this, maybe it just take you 1 day to create a sweater, a beautiful sweater like this by these patterns. So if you're curious about our knitting machine, or if you want to bring it home, you can click this. You can search this link. You can search this information. Take a screenshot and save it so that you cannot miss it. And time have passed so fast that today's live stream we have go to the end. So if you love our live stream, you can keep following us, and we will make live stream at about the same time every day. And in my live stream, I will show you a lot of interesting patterns by using this knitting machine. And I will also show you another model of knitting machine like this. Let me show you this one. And this is another model of our knitting machine. Look at this one. And I guess you are familiar with this knitting machine, right? This is AK 150, and we are making this knitting machine to weaving a huge blanket by using the cake yarn. Look at this yarn. This is another different yarn. And look at this one. We called it cake yarn. And it have 5 different colors. So when you're weaving this cake yarn, you do not need to exchange the colors of yarn, so that you can finish the blanket very smoothly and efficiently. Okay, today's fabric is very special and lovely. Look at this little monkey. Can you see the picture? Can you find that it is a monkey? So look at this. Look at this 4 lovely and beautiful pattern. The little bat and the lovely calf and the 3 lovely cats, right? And the lovely monkey. So if you love our pattern cards in the live stream, please send a message to me, and you can find me through this information, and send email to me by this one. You can share your knitted projects to me, or you can ask me more details about this knitting machine, okay? And anything I know that I will tell you. Okay, today's live stream have go to the end. Thank you very much for your company, my friend. You are very kind. And I'm looking forward to see you again at about the same time tomorrow. And I want to tell you that tomorrow we are going to weave a hat. And I will show you how to operate our knitting machine to make a hat. Okay? So do not forget to come into my live stream. Goodbye. Thank you very much.